Achieving wholeness requires responsible action. August 9, 2013. One of the main goals along your spiritual path is to restore your soul self to its full potential, to achieve the fundamental needs and requirements that brings wholeness into your mental, spiritual, and physical faculties that demonstrates the purity of your love in every action, word, thought, feeling and will. It is often witnessed that many dear souls are too busy changing their roles or hats, the masks they wear for some people, then quickly change them for other groups of people, and some of those hats and roles they don, they are not necessarily qualified to wear, but they wear them anyway, creating a false sense of identity. Living in such a state is living without wholeness, many times creates a collapse within relationships, inner peace is lost, and many times unneeded stress and discord is the outcome. It is vital to learn how to reconnect by putting the broken pieces back together, and to recover your soul self and gradually bring yourself back into a state of wholeness. Dear ones, you must be willing to bring in the necessary changes and take responsibility. This is your journey, dear ones. Each of you are worthy to feel your own power and to live continually in a state of complete and total wholeness. Every time you consciously choose to help another along their journey that helps bring them closer to their own wholeness, you are also achieving more completeness, more vision and meaning to your purpose. You become an active demonstration of God in all you do, as His presence is alive within you. The more you help others selflessly and unconditionally, the more mastery and control you gain over your own thoughts, feelings and intentions. Remember, dear ones, in order to attain and achieve wholeness, it is essential to have vision, an action plan, to have pure intent, to acknowledge the presence of God working within you, and believe, dear ones, that you can do and become anything when you put your heart and soul into every step. When you are fully present, living in the now moment, you are living and being complete within your pure intentions, visions, plans and all actions. Attaining and achieving wholeness also requires one to be fully aware and continually honoring the authentic truth of themselves and accepting the power of your endless intelligence, immeasurable skills and abilities, your unbounded dexterity, and at the same time honoring the same truth and power that is within other dear souls across this vast universe. As you continue on the path to achieve wholeness, you are not only aware but you are willing to take responsibility for everything you have said and done. You become responsible not only for any harm you may have caused, but you are also responsible for all positive energy you have emitted. All skills you have achieved and honed are your responsibility. Become omni-responsible, dear ones, as we remind you, this is your journey. No matter who you choose to guide you, what master you turn to for support and help, it is still you that must make the choice to listen to their words and put their wisdom into action. Understand that winning and losing all holds infinite learning potential, and every time you take responsibility for all that occurs in your life, you are propelling your soul self into the state of wholeness that you have been working with great integrity and diligence on to achieve. As you learn to become responsible for your whole self, you are also learning the importance of becoming truthfully aware of all your limitations, any restraints you have created for yourself through excuses or conditioning. Since this is your journey, it is you that sets the guidelines, restrictions, and you are the one making all the choices. Being on the path to wholeness requires truthful honesty of your whole self, accepting all that you are. That includes any faults and any perfections that you discover of yourself along the way. Understand, dear ones, when you are coming from the state of wholeness, you already comprehend that any losses, regardless of size, if it's a loss of power, place, challenges, etc., are all part of your journey. You know and understand full well the destructiveness of having a negative attitude and thought forms. You have seen firsthand the chaos they can create. As a result, you have learned you can gather more personal strength and skill by learning from these down moments and take the learning opportunities that they included. Problems and difficult challenges are common. They come many times when you least expect them, but they hold so many learning opportunities. Because of them you have learned and grown in great leaps and bounds. Through each one you have become stronger, more capable. You understand more the reason to be compassionate and unconditionally loving. You will always be presented with something to learn, You only need to be willing to recognize the lessons and take the appropriate action to turn that knowledge you are gaining into wisdom for future use. The path to wholeness also brings more happiness and contentment into your life. You are able to attain these when you step forward to help guide another that requires a little help in the right direction. When you help another, you are demonstrating God working through you in all your actions. This improves not only what people are able to see on the surface, but you also improve the dynamic intensity and pureness of your heart that comes from within. This is achieved because you have consciously chosen to become accountable, even for the good things you do for others. The more connected you become with other people at the level of their soul, the more complete and whole you will feel. When you willingly help others to realize their potential, to help them discover their own skills and help them to explore new areas that will raise their knowledge, you are also helping you. The teacher is also the student. As you help others to reach their full potential, you also recognize that their skills and abilities differ from yours, and there is no envy, there is no animosity, there is only encouragement, respect, compassion, unconditional love and joy that is felt while helping others to become more of what they already are. Remember, dear ones, becoming whole means nothing has been taken away, you didn't throw anything out, you have merely accepted that everything has value and is worthy of consideration. Becoming entirely and totally whole is knowing your whole self, knowing all your complete truths, all the good and bad, and accepting that the combination of all facts is you. There are no hats needed to be worn here, accept your whole self as it is, perfect within all its faults and perfections. If you find there are places along your life stream that require a little fine-tuning, then that is your choice to bring in the changes that will add to your state of being whole. Become not only the change you want to see in the world around you, be your own inspiration. And so it is. I'm Ascended Master, Serapis Bay through Julie Miller. spiritualnetworks.com